Only hope. How do you think any of this affects the market? You're a financial advisor in San Diego. For years, we've referred people to you. You give out a financial kit to help people get their finances in order. If you would like Dave's free financial kit, you got to visit us online. You can email me directly through our website, visit craigsewing.com. But does the presidential election affect people's economy in between their own ears? It's one thing in the economy out there, but how I live my life, my family, my savings, does it matter who's president?
That's a very good point, because the markets are going to react the way they're going to react regardless of who's president. Interest rates are going to change. They're probably going to go up. Things are going to happen, but it isn't what happens to us, it's what we're doing, Craig.
As individuals and families.
As individuals and families, and that's a problem with most people. They make their decisions one at a time with different people under different circumstances, and they never go back and revisit those to determine, are they on track?
So like a retirement plan, they get something set up and then they don't recalibrate it as time moves on. What's the biggest risk you think people have right now?
The biggest risk that people have right now is, not to mention what I've already mentioned about the left taking over this country, but the biggest risk people have is that, number one, they're not saving enough. Because I'll tell you, every successful person out there, what they invested in, the rates of return they got was minor compared to their savings habit and getting in a habit of saving their own money.
That's an interesting point. So what you're suggesting is, no matter what the market does, you know, a good year the market goes up 8%, right? No matter what the market does, by simply having better habits, you can, I don't know if you mean it this way, but beat the market. I mean, that's kind of the point that you're making. By simply being more disciplined on your savings. You can take advantage of the market
when you can. Because if you don't have savings to take advantage of opportunities, what good is it?
Makes a lot of sense. So having a disciplined plan, I'm sure making sure you don't pay more on an interest rate.
Following some rules.
Right, yeah. So what are some very core important rules?
Some very core. Number one, in order to keep up with all the eroding factors out there, folks, inflation, planned obsolescence, things wearing out, technological advances, you know, the iPads, iPods, iPhones that you can't live without, and what's being developed right now, that eats away at your wealth accumulation. So you have to save at least 15% of your gross income every year in order to eliminate those eroding factors. Now, the average American is less than 5%. So 15% is big, but the people who are successful that have assets and are not worried about retirement, they do that, Craig.
So good rule of thumb, 15%.
Yeah, exactly right.
Dave offers a free financial kit. This is something I encourage you to reach out for. We've given out hundreds over the years. If you simply text or email us, go to craigsewing.com. It's free. There's no strings attached, and he'll help you assess where you are. If you're 25 years old and getting started, 50, 75, doesn't really matter. Everybody needs to make sure that their plan is properly tailored and calibrated given the market conditions that we're experiencing, and certainly we have some volatile ones right now. But get that free kit, reach out to us, and you can also reach out to Dave at elhoffwealth.com. Dave, thanks for coming in. Never shortage of opinions with you, and regardless of who's president, regardless of what the market does, you can take action and improve yourself today, correct? Good takeaway.